Yo, what's going on, guys? I decided to pull out my Canon camera again, which I was watching some old videos and I thought that it looks absolutely excellent with my new lens, which I have barely filmed anything with. So we're going to be getting into this freaking coil standalone stuff with the EVO today. It's been needed to be done for a little while. So you guys probably saw one of my older videos if you guys have been following that car. I know not a lot of people are really fond of the other cars other than the 240 and stuff. But I've got a standalone and my coil system for the EVO, which I need to get done. So I have my good old ECU, which you guys all know I am all about, EMU. And then I have some wiring and stuff like that, which I gotta pin up the rest of my connectors here. And then go in the car, we gotta do some bass tuning, go do some tuning in general, and hopefully the car will be excellent. Dag snabbit. I didn't tighten those all the way. I just did not tighten those all the way. Not like it really matters. I'm missing a gasket, so that's just kind of unfortunate anyways. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. I just gotta make sure they all thread in good still, and they sure do, because, yeah. Oh my god, I miss this car so much. I just really miss this car a lot. So here we are. Just, sitting in Rice Box, and it's unfortunate, because I miss this car a lot. And autofocus. Chill. It's fine. Everything's going to work out okay. You know, we're actually working on the EVO today, but I'm here to get some stuff, and I decided to go ahead and just bolt the transmission up and everything, because I totally didn't do that last video, so it's whatever. It's whatever. Austin's GST over there. This freaking camera lens has a real tough time autofocusing. I don't know why. Decided to throw some stuff together here. I've got my transmission and everything bolted in, and holy bananas, does this thing look so good. Not only that, I mean, this camera makes things look really good. But as good as it looks right here in this video is exactly how good it looks in person. Which normally that's not the case, but holy crap. This thing looks epic. I cannot wait till it's finished. Cannot wait till that side comes. Oh, man. But this car, this isn't the point of the video. This isn't the point of the video. But if you guys are watching this video right now, you guys can see the old treat right here. Oh, God, it looks so good. Alright, so I had to go to Austin's house to get some pins, so that way I could pin these up and pin them to the ECU. So the other side of my harness is now finished. So the coils actually plug into the harness here, and then they plug into the ECU. So now the thing is basically ready to go. The only thing I got left right now is I just got to run a 12-volt wire to the 12-volt power for the coils, and then a ground to the cylinder head, which is all really simple. Just got to get a nice spot right inside the head there, or I'm probably going to put it on the outside next to the injectors or something. I'm going to go ahead and get these things laid in there. I got to let the coils laid in, and then I'm going to run the harness through the firewall, get the ECU and everything set up, and we should have spark then, because the coils that I pulled off, which I don't even know where they went. There they are. We got the SparkTech coils, which did not want to fire, and I could not figure out how to get them to fire for whatever reason. I don't know if they go to some box, because I never installed these. I never looked into it, so at this moment I don't know. But these are wired up straight to the ECU, so the ECU has full control over the ignition coils. Dang, look at that. My Bluetooth coils. I mean, you guys can see, if you look at the other side, obviously, I mean, I've got the harness so tucked that it appears like there's like not even connectors on it, so I think it's actually pretty sweet. We've got the head ground and everything back here. It's just one little wire here that I'm going to have connected to the main harness. This right here is going to be the firewall ground, so it's going to go up and under, and it's going to connect back there somewhere. And then here is the main connector to the ECU. We're just going to connect here, of course, and then we got to do a 12-volt which I'm going to be using the old connector for the old coils, so it'll be this guy right down here. And yeah, I think we'll be ready to go ahead and try to send signal to the coils. I will actually send a signal from my laptop, actually, to make them fire, so that way we aren't just sitting there cranking the engine. Alright, so it's ready to go. I tested an output, and I made sure 100% that it is actually firing, and it sure is. Got my little base map going on down there. Now let's just make sure. I mean, it's basically ready to just start, I guess. Let's see. Alright, so firing order is 100% wrong. Oh, my screen's gonna be all weird for you guys. Oh, maybe it's just my... Yep, we're gonna go under fueling, we're gonna go under injector phase, and we're going to see... Okay, I do believe that's correct. Set it up here. Let's try to fire this again. Okay, that's wrong also. Alright guys, let me adjust this real quick. Okay, so just one quick little thing. Here's a little learning opportunity for you guys. So if you guys are setting this up, so essentially this should be in the firing order, and this right here is for the ignition. Oh, this right here does not matter. Hold on, let me get rid of this. And let me pull up the fueling. Okay, so here's the injection phase. Now the injection phase is the firing order, right? And it should match the ignition, but in my case, for whatever reason, after wiring up the coils, I even went and did the ignition testing, and I tested to make sure that 1 goes to ignition 1, 2 goes to ignition 2, and so on. And it should be set as the firing order, which is actually 1, 3, 4, 2. In my case, it would not fire. I mean, it would, but it'd be like the really late fire. I actually turned off all the other ignition events here, and I started with ignition event 1, and I set it as 1 just on ignition event 1. And I started it. I turned it over, and it made the same sound. And then I went to 2. I went to start it, and it started to sound a little better. And then I went to 3, and it started to attempt to run on 1 cylinder. So at that point, if you look at 3, that would be one of the middle cylinders. So if you look at a firing order, the middle cylinder would come up, it would fire it, and the middle cylinders would go down, and the outer cylinders would come up, and it would have to fire 1. So in my case, I'd be left with 4 or 1. So I tried 4, tried to start it, and it tried to run on 2 cylinders. So in that case, I was stuck with 2 more cylinders left. So after 4 comes up, 4 and 1, it fires, goes back down, the middle cylinders come up. So my middle cylinder would have been 2, and then 1, and then at that point, it fired up, and it runs on a base map. And we're gonna have to see what my fuel is, because it seems pretty rich. And we're gonna have to make some adjustments and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be extremely rich at the moment, which is not exactly the best, and that's because I was messing with stuff. And let's go here into the table, and we will lean it out. It is very, very rich. I don't know if I adjusted that. What the heck happened to this map? So it appears that it's running off the VE Table 1, and if you guys follow any of my other videos, you guys know that the VE Table 1 I like to leave as pump gas, and in my case, I am running E85 100% all the time on every single one. So we're going to go to Other, go to Table Switch, we're going to switch it to Flex Fuel Blend, so it's always going to use a VE Table 2, unless there's a flex fuel sensor, and I think we're good now. Let me go ahead and flash this, so that way we can use table number 2, which should bring it up. Let me see what this lambda looks like. That looks like absolute butt. What is going on with this? What the booty? What is going on with this base map? Good lord, EMU. I dislike that a lot. We're going to have to fix that. Okay, so that would be why it was really, really rich. Let's try this again. Okay, so it's idling without my foot, thankfully. And it's probably because the fuel map was ridiculously rich. So that's... Okay. Let's see where this thing goes here. And we can go to table 2, which we were at. And it is still fairly rich. So we can adjust this down and lean it out some. Make them babies lope. My big old freaking 280s. That's some good stuff right there. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna have to do some work on this map. I'm gonna have to fix the other map. As you can see, it's extremely lean up top, so just for... Yeah, it needs a lot of work, let me tell you. Lots of work. Working on the idle. This map, obviously, still needs some love, and I'm working on it. But it takes a little bit of time to get things adjusted the right way. As you can see here, I am currently adjusting the idle for a good range. You guys can hear right there, there's some hesitation, but the car comes right back down to a good idle. Very, very nice. I'll get it to where it's not searching so much, but it is kind of in a generally good area. Something I've noticed with the 240s, it does it too, so I mean, it's not gonna hurt much, but I mean, I would prefer a very, very steady air-fuel mixture, but we'll get there. Alright guys, so I got a little bit of work with it. Needs a little bit more adjustment, but otherwise the map is pretty smooth. Let's adjust a couple more things here, and then I think we'll be ready to drive it, but I won't be driving it today. It's kind of crappy outside, and I want the car to still love me afterwards, so we're going to be nice to it. Okay, so it seems it's a very good looking map here now that I'm setting up. There we go. That looks very good. We've got the idle real good. Revs all the way out now, no more cutouts. Very, very good. You guys might be able to actually hear it loping out now. Nice and sound. I've developed another oil leak though, because 4G63, so I gotta jack it up, figure out what's going on. But yes, guys, that is freaking awesome. I'm so happy to finally, you know, take the time to put the standalone back in the car, or put it in the car in general and get everything running. Bought them coils and the standalone on a whim, just because I got them for a really good price, and you know, I love them coils. I love the coils on the JZ, so why not just get them for this car too? So, well, now the car's running on a standalone, and I actually have to get the boost solenoid. I need to get it wired up to the ECU as well, so it can be controlled from the ECU, but that'll be in a different video. But anyways, this is just a little bass tune video, I guess. You know, putting the standalone and those coils on the EVO. But yes, this is just, you know, this is just the in-between from working on Ricebox and stuff. And I know some people really like the EVO, but you know, I gotta continue to make content, and I'm still waiting on a couple things for the 240. So yes, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for coming, and if you guys learned anything, you know, just, you know, hit the like button. I'm not trying to be a how-to video, but I do like to help people, because, you know, I've been there, and a lot of times I've had to help myself, but there's been a lot of people that have helped me along the way, and I'm just trying to pass on the kindness to everybody else. But yes, thank you guys for viewing this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.